What's up, guys? Today in the Brute Shoot, we're talking about motivation, right? This is something that is commonly, like every day commonly, talked about with me as a coach. And it's people searching for motivation. It is something that is almost like this valued jewel, right? Or hidden gem that people are always searching for, like, coach, give me the secret golden nugget of motivation so that I can do great things. Wow. But truly, it's not just a feeling, right? Motivation isn't something that I can just hand you. Can I motivate you with my words? Can I motivate you with my actions? Yes. But those are all very momentary fixes, right? It's almost like putting a Band-Aid over something and ignoring that it's there. The truth is, motivation stems from your true passions. And here's where in the fitness community right now, I believe that we get an imbalance of sorts of what motivation really is and what passion really is versus like what setting some goals or chasing an end result might be, right? So let me give you an example. When I started CrossFit, did I want to win the CrossFit Games or go to the CrossFit Games? Absolutely. But here's what I'll tell you about me specifically and my life and experience as an athlete. From the time that I was literally, and this is, I'm not exaggerating, like 9 years old, I was obsessed with the training aspect of any sport that I played. Did I know that the training aspect was going to make me great at the sport? Sure, I had some assumption. I read some books. I saw what Bo Jackson did. I read about what Herschel Walker did, how he did 1,000 push-ups and did 1,000 sit-ups every day didn't touch a barbell in his training career, supposedly. And he was capable of great things, and he ran hills, right? I was obsessed with those kind of things and learning those kind of stories. I read about what Michael Jordan did and how many shots he put up, and Emmitt Smith as a running back and what he did to stay healthy. And like these things, these hidden things that athletes were doing when no one was watching, I was always obsessed with. I had a passion for training. Now, the fortunate side of that is that I grew up, I played college football, and a lot of the training benefits a football athlete, right? Like if you work hard in the weight room, if you sprint fast on the conditioning field, if you take care of your body, you stay healthier. Like these things start to align with the demands of football, right? So it allowed me to succeed there and excel. Step forward into CrossFit, and even then, exponentially now, my work often reflects my success on the field. Is this always true? Not necessarily, right? There's some things that I can't control, like how good other people get. But for me, meeting my end potential, the work that I put in and the focus that I put in and outside of the gym into my life is what is correlated in what you guys see on the stadium floor, on the tennis stadium, wherever it is that we're competing, from Madison to LA, it doesn't matter, right? But that's what you see, that's where you get the end result. The downside is you guys out there watching this, and a lot of you that are wanting and having the desire to be competitive athletes, you want to be competitive athletes. And that's one thing, and that's what you're chasing, and that's great. However, what really excites me and when I see real potential is the person that doesn't really necessarily just want to be the games athlete and the competitive athlete. They just want to be the gym rat, right? Because that person that is in love with the process, they have a passion for the things that are going to develop and create that CrossFit Games athlete. And what you have to understand is that there's so many hours and so many repetitions and so many things that take place here. But if you really love the process, even through setbacks, you're unaffected, right? You're definitely not set back. Versus like I have tons of athletes that are like, coach, I haven't PR'd in a while. Coach, I haven't done this in a while and I'm worried. I'm really insecure about my performance. I'm down on myself because of this. I'm down on myself because of that. But the truth is, right, if you think about it, aren't you still gonna train tomorrow? So let's just train tomorrow and let's try to be better. Maybe let's work a little smarter. Maybe let's work a little harder. We can tweak what it is, but there's no reason in worrying. There's no reason in letting it stress you, because aren't we going to step into the gym and do what we love tomorrow? Absolutely, right? And what I've noticed over the years, and this is a great consideration for you guys to think about, right? Those, and this is anything in life, so it's outside of CrossFit Games, it's outside of regionals, it's outside of masters and teens, qualification and top 200 and top 20, this, that, and the other. Whatever you're doing in life, those with passion do, and those without passion try. Right? And think about what that means for you. If you have passion, you're gonna always find a way. Okay? Like for me specifically, and I'm running on tangents here, but stay with me. I had a dream of going to the NFL as a boy, and I chased it with all my heart. Like literally, I think I did everything almost almost exactly the right way that I could have, to the best of my ability, made some decisions that people made fun of me for, and like I didn't make it to the NFL, right? But I just did those things, right? I never found myself trying, right? No party that I turned down was ever me trying to go to the NFL. It was just something that I knew was going to be a byproduct of a decision I made to try to make it there. It was a part of the journey, right? I didn't lose anything. Even now as a CrossFit Games athlete, I don't lose anything when I turn down burgers and fries during the week because I'm trying to hit my macros, because that's just something that's an expectation that's going to help me get to my goals, right? It's a part of the journey. It's simply the process. But if you're out there trying and you don't have the passion, guess what? Guess what that missed burgers and fries turns into? Like, oh, I'm just going to have a little bit because, you know, my friends are having it, and it's just like, oh, hey. And then like, oh man, I missed out on those beers, bro. Oh, I wish I would have had those beers. Oh, I'm so sad. Adrian, and this is my check-in athlete. Adrian, I'm really sad I don't get to have beers and stuff. Okay, so have beers. Have whatever you want. Have all these things. Have this comfort. Have this lovely life. Go to bed at 1 a.m. because you stay up too late, and wake up whenever you want because you don't need to train. Don't wake up early. Don't grind through these things. But then guess what happens to your end goal? It gets further and further and further away, right? So all in all, what I want you guys to do, and the reason I wanted to have this conversation, is because it's all about passion for the journey itself. If you fall in love with the grind, if you fall in love with the clean and the snatch and the deadlift and ways and the nuances that you can apply to improve them, and you like the sweat and the way it drips on the floor after you finish a good warm-up, or even a Metcon, or you like the burning in your lungs and your legs because it symbolizes the effects of growth and the way that your fitness is going to continue to grow, then you have a chance at being great in the sport. And honestly, those same traits, that hard work, is going to carry into anything else that you pursue in life. So apply that to being a father, apply that to being a mom, apply that to being a coworker, a leader in your job, right? If you love the process, guys, I'm a dad, and I am waking up like 2 times a night with my son, and I'm not getting much sleep. Guess what? Love every moment of it. It's not even hard to me because I love them, right? I love them, and I'm trying to serve them the best I can as a father. There are people that are like, oh, it's hard. Oh my gosh, you're gonna. And I'm like, what? I trained harder than this. It's harder for me to do deadlifts in that workout than it is to wake up in the middle of the night. That's neither here or there. But you understand, if you're passionate about it, it's easy, and it's just a part of who you are. So I want you guys to assess, take just a really vulnerable opportunity here to see, are you really passionate about the process of whatever it is that you're pursuing? Or is it something that maybe you need to just kind of put to the back burner? Do you like fitness and do you like to work out? That's great. But maybe your goal isn't to make it to the CrossFit Games or the regionals, because those people that do, they don't need to find motivation. It's just there every day. When they wake up, they can't wait to get to it.